And it brings Wake Forest 3 points away from claiming set number 2. Alt solo roof. D.R. Charles goes airborne. We'll go guard, our third college. Spent some time at Illinois State, West Virginia. Now a fifth-year player at Wake Forest. Carney popped up by Devin Taylor.
Dig right there.
Herta turned away. Frankie on the slide, tools the block of Herta. 5 kills for Herta on 10 swings, 0 attack errors.
Not too shabby.
No, not at all. Deuce volleyball. Dump, oh, it's beautiful. Kylie Adams makes it set point number 2. Assistant coach Jake Hong giving her a couple words of advice. Jake Hong was an assistant under Toledo head coach Jason Oliver at High Point. Had a lot of success there with the Panthers. What a diving dig from Farrell. And on the other end, it's Crawford. Those impact sophomores showing their stuff. Fresh off the ace, Hakovic once more. Frankie terminates. It's Phillips once more, who grew up a Demon Deacon fan, now playing for her beloved university. Wagner is roofed. Fish and Ogogar.
Cute.
Well, you see Devin Taylor, center of your screen. The junior from Texas, a third-year starting libero. Tremendous player on the court. But she is brilliant, Megan. She is a biomechanical engineering major. And at a local BMW plant near Clemson in South Carolina, workers there were developing joint pain and arthritis while inserting different pieces into cars. So Devin and some of her classmates developed a wearable body plug that reduced force on thumbs by at least 50%. And get this, BMW actually implemented the prototype. So she is literally changing lives while still in college. That service arrow snaps a 5-point run for Wake Forest. And now Devin Taylor retreats to serve, the third-year starting libero. Ogogar off by hand, scooped up by Daly. Wagner rips it in.
It is Friday night in Deep Town, and Wake Forest is set to lift the lid on its much-anticipated 2023 season as they welcome an up-and-coming program out of the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, as the Wake Forest Invitational rolls on ACC Network Extra. Hi, everybody, and welcome in to the broadcast booth as we'll take a look at the scores from earlier today. This is the third match of the day thus far, on day 1 of the Wake Forest Invitational. Toledo, a 5-set win earlier today, highlighted by Izzy Granger's double-double. 17 kills, 19 digs, both career highs for the sophomore. And then the match a couple of hours before this one, Grand Canyon, a straight set victory over Northeastern. A dominant offensive performance. Look at those numbers. 391 team hitting percentage and just 4 attack errors.
So that brings us to tonight's matchup. The main event this evening, Wake Forest and Toledo. John Gross so happy to be joined by former Wake Forest libero Haley Brooke-Weiss. Haley Brooke, 2 programs very much on the ascent and a really good early season test for these squads.
Absolutely, and if you haven't been able to tell yet, it is absolutely electric in here. It is move-in weekend in Winston-Salem, and it is packed.
Well, Toledo enters today 1-0 already, in large part due to the play of 2 high-level outside hitters. This is a pair that combined for 39 kills this morning.
Absolutely. Taylor Alt was actually the best outside hitter in the MAC, and then Izzy Granger has come in as the most improved player, so it's great when you can kind of pick out players from your own backyard. You don't have to rely on the transfer portal to really make that impact.
On the flip side for Wake Forest, hey, Randy Smart, she is fired up that she has some depth at the middle blocker position.
Absolutely, and it's all going to start with the pass, right? If you can't pass, you can't play, and especially with the middles, you absolutely have to have pretty much a perfect pass to make sure that they're in the game. But I think we're also going to see a lot of them defensively. We know that Ogogar was actually led the team in blocks last season and was second in hitting percentage and 4th in kills. So I think we have a really great matchup today.
Well, Olivia Frankie also led this Wake Forest team in that exhibition against a really good High Point team in kills. Says a lot to do that as a middle. Tonight's match goes far beyond just volleyball. It is the Dig Pink match here at Wake Forest, and it remembers Wake Forest's all-time winningest head coach and a Clemson legend, Heather Holmes, who battled breast cancer, passed away in 2019.
She did, and you'll see right now, you know, the Deacons are wearing these beautiful pink jerseys tonight. And again, not only to honor the annual Dig Pink match, which is centered around breast cancer awareness, but they're also honoring former head coach Heather Holmes, so this just makes it a really special evening tonight. She clearly made a big impact.
Randy Smart said that she is trying to finish what Heather started. And the Wake Forest block getting it going. Ogagar and Crawford combining. Randy Smart did have a chance to get to know Heather a little bit early on in her tenure as we look back at this last block.
Just such a satisfying feeling right there.
Working that middle, it is Symington, and the 6'4" freshman rips it down.
6'4". I mean, that's an incredible height for volleyball, and so she did a great job running the slide right there and just putting it down.
Tallest player on this Tiger roster, the freshman from Excelsior, Minnesota, which is an amazing name for a town. I'd love to be from a town with a name that cool. Back set, tight to the net. Carney denied. Clemson give him a second block of this first set.
John, I think it's safe to say from both sides, we're kind of having a block party tonight. It's just like battle of the blocks right now. Symington just did a great job sealing over the net.
Carney again erased. Daly and Symington.
Another huge block right there.
Back-to-back blocks for this Clemson front line that sits third of the ACC in blocks per set after being last season. Coach Keir said that, of course, Adria Powell's a large part of that. She has helped the rest of this team develop as blockers as well. As Herda finds the end line once more.
Clemson definitely doing a great job capitalizing on the momentum that they have right now. But this is when you get to this level, you've got to kind of focus on, you know, I've been playing this game for a long time. I need to just take a breath and just, you know, really focus on what we're here for and what we're capable of.
Clemson in a 9-1 run, and that comes to an end in grand fashion, courtesy of Emmy Ogagar.
Emmy Ogagar just doing a great job. The slide seems to be working on both sides for them. Taking a look at it, just a perfect set, swinging right down the line.
Ogagar, her third college, spent some time at Illinois State, West Virginia, now a fifth-year player at Wake Forest. Carney, popped up by Devin Taylor.
Dig right there.
Herda turned away. Frankie on the slide, tools the block of Herda.
Well, when you and I talked yesterday with Randy Smart, she said that, you know, Frankie, one of the things she brings her in for is to take care of the ball and get kills. And so that's exactly what she's doing right here.
As experienced of a middle as you'll find in this conference. Out of system free ball. Carney elevates, and it drops in.
We're definitely seeing some big swings from not only the outside hitters, but also the middles tonight. See Carney taking her approach, she had a good block up against her, but just swung hard enough where I think she powered through.
Megan, I do want to follow up on what we touched on earlier. Kylie Adams remains the setter. We have not seen Ryan Baker yet. Baker, who had been the starter for the entirety of this season.
Yeah, and she also just hit the 1,000 mark with 1,000 assists. But, you know, that's the beauty of the ACC is you recruit a lot of great players who all, you know, can come in and fill the role and do what they need to do.
Herda on that last kill, but Adams, somebody who had some experience as a freshman, but sparingly played over these last 2 years. Although Randy Smart says she has been a great mentor for her normal starting setter, Ryan Baker. Daly, was there a touch? There was.
There, yep. I saw them looking, trying to call the fingers. That was a great high swing. So one of the things that we've seen here tonight that's always interesting with Asia Daly, she's swung from the outside. We've seen her swing in the middle, and then we've also seen her swing on the right side. So she is a very diverse player, which is a great tool to have.
Slide kept alive by Taylor. Full extension of the dig. Carney, what a swing as she finds the back corner.
Swing. That right there is what you would ask me about earlier on, is capitalizing when in transition. They had the opportunity for an easy pass, and that's where you just have to take care of the ball in those opportunities. Carney's one of those hitters. She's doing a really good job. She clearly reads the block really well and what she's up against, because we've seen her hit the ball all over the place.
And that is a middle blocker's dream come true as Frankie has the easy capitalization of the overpass.
It is. Those type opportunities are when you really get to show your height and your skill and just pound it.
And now Clemson will take a timeout. So Jackie Simpson-Keir wants to talk things over. We've seen the ebbs and flows of this first set, and as expected, it is very competitive.